story time about how I found out that my best friend and my ex-husband were dating. Also, this is how I'm getting my bangs to lay down right now because I slept and when I woke up my hair was like all different fucking ways, so chill. It looks weird, but it works. Anyways, I had been dating this guy when I was like 16, 17, and we got married because he was going into the military. I know, like military marriage, whatever, you know. And so we get married, right? We get married when I was 18, a month after I had turned 18. And I quickly found out that this is something that I should have never agreed to, that I should have said no, because I think we were two different people. I was reeling in from like a lot of emotional and, you know, stuff like that. Like I was developing my borderline at an extended fucking rate, or at least like it like actually coming into play and like sinking its little teeth into me and tearing me apart. You know, the borderline was crazy. I was in and out of the hospitals, you know, for fucking semicolon moment, and I just wasn't doing good. I wasn't there emotionally or mentally, and I thought I was, but you know, after like so many years have gone by, it was really more of like, I was kind of going along with it, which wasn't right for him or for me. Like we were young, we were dumb. And anyway, so I had gone to school with this girl, and this girl I always thought was so fucking cool. She was in his grade, but I never had the balls to talk to her because in high school I was a fucking terrorist. I was so fucking severely depressed and just really messed up mentally that I wasn't like fighting people, but I definitely wasn't nice to people, because, you know, as a kid, a lot of the times that happens is you emotionally project onto everybody else. And so exactly that's what the fuck I was doing. Anyways, this girl asked him, hey, what's your wife's name? I want to be friends with her. He is like, okay, here you go, whatever. And, you know, we bond initially over having, you know, her talk to him and then me being married to him. And it wasn't anything weird. It was more of like, hey, like she would like say like, hey, I'm so glad that y'all are together. Like y'all seem so cute. Like, where's my hairbands? But then as I'm looking for them, my braid got messed up. Anyways, so we become fast friends. She goes through like a really bad breakup with me. She goes through you know, a few institutionalized moments with me. She goes through my you know, my separation, divorce kind of thing, because we were still married up until like recently, when we finally could like be divorced, because we weren't able to for a while, and we stayed together for financial issues. And then she was there for like really big fucking moments in my life, like shit that would like have somebody's life turn right side upside down, tower card moment type beat, you know, like really bad shit. And she was my backbone. Like after around that time, I had no backbone. I really didn't, you know how to function, to be a person. I wasn't really a person. All that stuff. Like she was such a big fucking person to me. I loved her to the end of the earth. She stayed with me when she broke up with her boyfriend. She stayed with me, and you know, we were like FaceTiming all the time. She was my girl. I loved her, and I'm gonna call her Veronica, but Veronica was my baby girl. I loved her, even though she was older than me. So anyways, she goes through this breakup with her boyfriend, and she talks about how she's been in contact with my ex-husband, husband at the time. And I'm like, yeah, he's a good guy. Like, I don't mind like people being friends with, you know, him. He's a good guy. We all went to school together, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. But then she would talk about like how she's getting like plushies and things from him because he was on deployment in Japan and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, T, why isn't he sending me plushies? Like, that's weird. Like, you know, like, y'all are just, like, at most, like, decent friends, and you're saying that you're using him to, you know, acquire these things. And, you know, best friend part of me, and y'all are lying if y'all don't do this with your best friends, where they're like, I'm using him to get a plushie. Fuck yeah, this shit $20. Have him get that shit and ship it to you. You know what I mean? Anyways, so, my god. Everything, me and my husband were good friends. There were times that I BPD'd on him because I had BPD. I still fucking have BPD. and shit like that. And so, fucking, all of a sudden I move, and there was this instance where I had made.
Okay, this is what I want to say. That man is lucky, bro. That man is so lucky not to have this woman in his life anymore. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I can stand this girl, bro. She cuss a lot. Like, she can't even say like a full sentence without saying the F word. You know what I mean? Do you know how easy it is for me just to talk without cussing, guys? Like, I cannot be with a girl like this, bro. She's the problem, bro. Let's keep it pushing, though.
Made some friends in the town that I had lived in when I had moved. After like being isolated for so long, I didn't really drink. I barely ever drank after a while. So like I was pretty much like not drinking for a good like 2 years because my good friend had died from, complications with multiple different things, and like alcohol was a really big like issue as well. Anyways, so there was a time where I had gone to this like after work thing, and
by the way, guys, here's an announcement. Tomorrow I'm going live. I'm going live tomorrow. Join me, guys. Join me on my live stream tomorrow.
I had lived 2 hours away at the time from my job, and so the after work party was somewhere close by. So I'm like, sure, and I drink a little bit. It's not like I'm sitting there shot for shot. I think I took like 3 shots. I stayed for about 4 hours. I took like 2-3 shots in the very beginning. It's 4 hours. After those 4 hours, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go home. Like, I don't know a lot of these people. They're grown-ass men that I don't know, and I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. And so I think that I've sobered up enough. I've drank a bunch of water, stuff like that. I get in my car, I start driving, and immediately I am not fucking sober. Like, this is not safe. So where I had lived, there's no Uber. There's no fucking taxi. There's nothing. Either you drive or you're fucking stranded type beat. There was really nothing that I could do. I knew no one. I knew a total of 3 people, and those 3 people were at the party, and they were plastered off their ass. So immediately I go, I'm turning into Walmart. I turn into Walmart, and I sleep there for the night, and I go home that morning, after I've slept everything off. Do not ever drink and drive. Drinking and driving is such a fucking issue, and it can kill somebody. And I was lucky enough to immediately notice that, okay, I can't drive, and there be a place for me to pull over safely. So that's what I did. The town is literally like 300 fucking people type beat. So I slept in the Walmart. I get a text that morning. I know you were drinking and driving last night. I don't want to be your fucking friend. That shit's not cool. And I was like, I wasn't able to explain any of that to her, that I was in an unsafe situation, I had nobody else, and I had to leave type thing. Well, it's not like I'm like getting beat. Like, they offered me to stay at that place, but I'm like, dude, this place looks like a fucking meth head house. On top of that, there are 2 grown-ass men I don't know. I don't want to fucking stay here. You know what I mean? Like, I felt really weird because one of them kept flirting with me really, really hard and like kept saying like really side weird shit. No. Ultimately, that's kind of like what broke the camel's back, is that situation. So okay. Whatever, I continue my life. I go, and I'm at work one day, and I call my ex-husband. We're still married at that time. I usually caught up with him every once in a while. I hadn't heard from him in 3 months, I think, at that moment. So I text him, hey, haven't heard from you. Is everything okay? What's going on? How are you? And he goes, oh, I'm seeing somebody. I don't think it's right if we just talk like this anymore. And I was like, oh shit, is it the green hair girl you were talking to? Because we would talk about the people that we were, seeing, and we would, whatever, we'd catch up kind of thing. And he's like, no, it's not her. But he was acting really weird. And I was like, this is odd. Like, okay, who is it? I'm interested. Like, are you happy? And he's like, I just can't talk to you anymore. The fuck? I finally go, it's fucking Veronica! Is it not fucking Veronica? And he goes, no, and I'm about to go to work. So you know what I do? I hang up. I say, fuck you. I hang up. After work, I give him a 2-hour call where I screamed at him over the phone. Said the worst shit because, you know, BPD rage is a certain kind of something. My best fucking friend, who had just broken up with me a month prior, and him, found out later through, you know, snooping, that they had been dating for almost a year. And nobody decided to tell me. Not any of the times that he told me. I remember one time he was like, I have 3 girlfriends. Not the time that Veronica was like, I just broke up with my boyfriend, I'm not talking to anybody. Nobody told me shit. So I will always keep that hatred in my heart. Story time about how I found out that my best.
So guys, here's a question to all the fellas, right? How do guys marry these kind of women? Like, how does that happen? Like, how is it that you don't see that this person is not a person that you want to be with? Like, you don't want to chill with somebody like this, guys. You know what I mean? Like, just watching her, bro. Like, it's I don't know, bro. It's difficult watching her because she cusses a lot and she doesn't seem like somebody like you can wife. So I'm asking you guys in the comments, right? Let me know in the comments. How do guys end up with women like this? And how do they feel about being with women like this? It's like, can you bring this person and introduce her to your family, to your mother, to your father? Can you do that? Like, let me know in the comments. But anyway, guys, tomorrow I'm going live for the first time. You know, join me, guys. Join me. Make sure that you join me tomorrow. And that's it for today. My name is RJ Godfella, and this is the RJ Godfella Chats. Now, if you like this type of content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. Peace. I'm out.